So it's definitely been a minute since I picked up the camera last and actually updated you guys. So I kind of got a lot of work done. I had a friend come over to help me with the headlights because I was struggling with them by myself. So shout out to Hagen for helping me and Nate for helping me out with getting those headlights done. But I'll show you what I did to catch you up to where we're at. Here's the current state of the bike. Now where I left you last, there's 2 bolts sitting right here, and on the other side, right there, that had to come out, and then that allowed the whole light assembly to come out this way. There was still something connected with one of these wires, so these 3 went to the headlights. One of those was still connected, but we got it disconnected, and we actually went and removed all of the old HID stuff, and they were the same bulbs, 2 different kits, and gave 2 different colors. So it's strange, and neither of them are high beams, so I should have been running the high beams the whole time and it would have been fine. But that being said, they put high beams or HIDs within a halogen bulb, halogen housing, and it probably wasn't very nice for any of the drivers coming by. Here's the current state of the headlight housing. So obviously I've taken the outer clear lenses off, and I've taken the HIDs out. So those are all out. That's off. The housings are actually over to the side. Those are off. One thing I will say is this black goop in here is very, very hard to get off unless it's really warm. So really warm it up. Take your time. And these tabs don't just work on one corner. Start working your way and make sure you get them all popped off, and then it came off a lot easier for me. If you have 2 people available, definitely use 2 people because it was a fight, and the lenses were hot. Use gloves for sure. Use gloves, but it was a fight the whole time. When taking the actual halogen housing out, it's held in by these 3 bolts, and these are alignment screws. And they are right here. There's 1, 2, and 3 that will take that housing out. Now don't just run one all the way out and then the next one and the next one, because it's actually the alignment and it will kink it sideways and do all sorts of things. So do it a couple turns at a time, a little bit here and there, and work your way between all 3 of them. I worked in that a triangular pattern, made sure I went around it a whole bunch. And that way it pushes the whole housing out evenly. I mean, it will kind of rock around out, but you definitely don't want to do one all the way out because that will crack. They're actually plastic housing that's, or plastic nuts that go onto this side, so that's one thing to be very aware of. So here's the housings that actually sat. So this one sat in here like this, and you can see that that's the plastic clip. And this is very fragile and can break. So I've obviously already went ahead and painted them. I was debating on between orange and black, but I'm gonna go with the orange for right now, and if I don't like it, then I'll switch it to black. These little pieces sat up in here, and they come off with just Phillips head screwdrivers. And they'll be in the way for the projectors when the projector actually sits in there. So those ones come off. Those ones are no longer being used, so we'll put those away to the side. I've painted these to the color that I think that I'm going to want, but I don't know if I'm going to like it because this halogen comes with a shroud. And I should have got the chrome one, so I could have painted it the same, but I got the black one. But you can see how much room that halogen is going to take up, or not halogen, excuse me, the projector is going to take up that much room Now that we've got everything painted to the way that I like it, we can remove this rear bulb holder. And it's just held on by 2 screws right there, because we will be needing a new bulb holder for the projectors.